What is up, guys? Dashie here, and we are live for another episode of CMV and jumping straight into the action for a matchup that could potentially be a show stealer straight out the gate, but it looks like, much to Jason Spade's chagrin, we're going to have a ringside guest for our opening matchup here. Reese Matthews, the Red Fox, with an interest in Jason Spade, as we know, popping a squat right here at ringside. Gonna watch this matchup up close and personal. But as you can see in the ring, it is Brandon Ace and Jason Spade about to get us started here this evening. And Brandon Ace not allowing Reese's presence to bother him, but a couple of weeks ago that Reese Matthews already busted open is Jason Spade. Who does he think he is now? The Bloody Brit? What's going on here? But a couple of weeks ago, Reese Matthews approaching Jason Spade after his crushing loss, literally and figuratively, to Morgan. 21 by Brandon Ace, nearly winning him this matchup. My God, Brandon Ace going a million miles a minute. Not able to keep up here. Jason Spade certainly isn't able to. As if things weren't bad enough with Matthews at ringside, but the Red Fox, in a very backhanded way, offering to make Jason Spade a new client of his, telling Spade, hey, you know, you're getting up there in age, maybe your time has come, but join up with me, join up with Red Fox management, and maybe I can give you another year, maybe a year and a half, maybe even 2 years. I can't promise you'll ever be a big star again, but perhaps I can, you know, get you a couple more, you know, big matches before you finally hang up the boots. And Spade did not want to hear that in any way, shape, or form, pretty much telling Reese Matthews to shove it, but evidently Reese Matthews not going to take no for an answer, as now he's out here at ringside. Big knee to the face by Brandon Ace into the pin. Only a 2 count. Ace is obviously fired up here tonight for good reason. Coming up short not once but twice to try and qualify for the Elimination Chamber at Purgatory. Jason Spade cannot find his footing here, but finally able to fight back at least a little bit with that basement drop kick. And now, oh, I thought he was going for a tilt-a-whirl. I think Brandon Ace able to counter it, though, into a tombstone. Luckily for Spade, as blood drips down his face, able to get that rope break. Well, I mean, guys, I'm not going to say what Reese Matthews said I agree with him. I certainly don't. I certainly think that Jason Spade is still a threat to be taken seriously in that ring, but I mean, what we've seen from Spade over the last few months in particular, he's not been able to keep up with these young guys, man. Has really been struggling. Look back to what happened when he was up against Morgan last month, and what's happening here tonight. Wow! Brandon Ace, guys, off the backslide driver, just like that, picking up the win. A big win, and a dominant win at that, with Reese Matthews not seeming all that impressed as he watched there. Maybe Jason Spade should have taken Reese Matthews up on that offer. Well, we've got plenty to look forward to here this evening, guys, on Octane episode 49. The show just got started so quickly, I barely had a chance to even intro anything. And, well, I said that opening matchup had the potential to be a show stealer. I guess I was wrong. Maybe the Jason Spade of old would have put on a barn burner against Brandon Ace, but the Spade we've been seeing lately just barely able to get a move in there. But this next matchup coming our way, going to see Josh Wolf up against Amade Rivers. Far for the first time these two have gone one-on-one. Fought a handful of times last season, but, well, not only tonight could be a big night for Kill Your Heroes, but especially Purgatory. We know Josh Wolf, one of the 6 men that will enter the Elimination Chamber, competing for a shot at the Global Championship at the Show of Shows, Ascendance 11. Also far from the first time that Wolf will be entering the Elimination Chamber. Might have the most experience of all 6 men. And I say tonight could be very good for Kill Your Heroes, because later on we're going to see Peligro and James Wolf take on Desolation in that #1 contenders match, guys. We'll find out who's going to Purgatory to challenge Resurgence for the Unified World Tag Team Championship. Speaking of the Elimination Chamber, Amade Rivers failing to qualify, but could pick himself up a big win here tonight to rebound. Our main event here this evening, my friends, tag team action. Going to see the Women's World Champion Ellie Quinn and her manager/lover, Danielle Reed. That's right, you're hearing that correctly. Danielle Reed makes her in-ring debut as they will take on the tandem of Rising Star champion Astrid Stern and Ashley Rain. Still trying to figure out what is in that red Solo Cup, man. What has Amade Rivers always in such a good mood? I mean, he is in a relationship with the gorgeous Isabella Almas. I guess that's something to always be happy about. Who herself was able to get into the women's Elimination Chamber match at Purgatory. She's actually a part of a Fatal 4-Way match a little bit later on. Momentum going to be on the line there, but right now it is Wolf Rivers one-on-one as the ref rings the bell. Wolf comes out swinging, but Rivers actually waiting for him right there with a clothesline. Tries for a cheeky jab, gets him with the right hook though. Now up onto the shoulders, turned into a sit-out powerbomb. Rivers quickly trying to get back to his feet. Wolf going to help him. DDT, and I'm sure it's not the last one we'll see from Josh Wolf here in this matchup. As a matter of fact, here's another one right after. Kick to the face as Amade just trying to get back to his feet. Goes for the sweep, but misses. That's going to allow Rivers to take advantage. Vertical suplex. Follows it up with a back suplex. Tries for the stop. Always got to be careful with Amade Rivers. Not only is he incredibly crafty, look at Wolf, though, out of the corner, trying for a drop kick. Speaking of crafty. And here's a tweet, guys, from Hunter Quinn. He says, I know that one of these days, after all I have gone through, gold will be in my hands once again. Much like Amade Rivers, Hunter Quinn and his tag team partner, Josh Omega, unable to qualify for the Elimination Chamber at Purgatory. Josh Wolf extending the arm of Amade Rivers, attempting to keep him grounded here, but Rivers is going to be able to roll out of the ring. Wolf staying on him, though. Slingshot to the ringside area. Doesn't stop there. Back to work on the exposed hand of Amade Rivers. Multiple stomps. You know, Kill Your Heroes on a mission over the past month or so to gain more and more power here in CMV, spread their message further, and trying to take all the gold. Peligro already the Anarchy champion. Later on tonight, they're fixing to earn a Unified World Tag Team Championship opportunity. Again, Wolf at Purgatory inside the chamber, hopes to move on to Ascendance 11, fight Chris Diamond for the Global Championship. And hey, the last time Ascendance was in the UK, Josh Wolf beat the Bloody Brit for the Alpha World Championship, so he's done it before. Wolf definitely honing in on specifically the right arm of Amari Rivers in this matchup. Another slingshot, but this time comes up a little short as Rivers back into the ring just watching Wolf. No clean ring entry to be had. Dragging Wolf over to the ropes. Throwing him out to ringside. Amari Rivers here through the ropes, utilizing his own body like a torpedo there to lay out Wolf. Gets a round of applause from the fans here in attendance. I'm sure we'll hear Amari Rivers talking about that on his Instagram Live later on tonight. It was pretty impressive. Credit where it's due. Back into the ring now. Got to capitalize. Power of Amari Rivers put on display right there. Goes for a pin, middle of the ring. What a big-time win this would be for Amari Rivers. Unfortunately, only able to get himself a 1 count there. Not finished, though. Double leg takedown. Takes a step back. Lines up his shot. Decapitating lariat there. He's still not done. Wolf's got to figure out a way to push back Amari Rivers. Another massive lariat. Wolf pops right back up to his feet. Right hook, but a big punch from Amari. Wolf rolls out of the ring. Back into the ring now, going to resume this match. Amari impatient. Wait a minute. Josh Wolf telling him, I don't think so. Wolf wants to keep himself preserved for purgatory, but look who it is. The Bloody Brit is here, and he's not going to let Josh Wolf run away. Amari tossing Wolf back into the ring. Wolf can't believe it, but Chris Andrews not allowing Wolf to tuck tail and run. Matchup resumes as evidently you have a ramp guardian. Bloody Brit gonna ensure this matchup continues properly. Big slaps across the face of Amari Rivers. Cutter out of the vertical suplex setup. Well, if Wolf has to wrestle this match, then wrestle it he will. Kick to the top of the head of Amari Rivers now with an Irish whip on the rebound. Beautiful tour of the islands. Into the pin, 1. Hey, I appreciate Wolf's attempt there. He wants to keep himself fresh. Keep himself 100% going into the chamber. But Bloody Brit saying, I don't think so, buddy. Not so fast. Amari. Power slam once more, exhibiting that strength that you might not expect from him. Forearm smash goes nowhere for Wolf. Great counter though. Cheeky roll up. Can Josh Wolf steal it here? He almost does. Almost not good enough. Going after the arm again. Fujiwara. Applied as Wolf attempts to wear down Amari Rivers the absolute best he can. And now it's the left arm of Rivers that Josh Wolf has made a target. Picks him up to his feet. Wolf's got a lot of ways to beat an opponent, and the vertebreaker is maybe the most devastating. 1, 2, 3, Josh Wolf picking up the win. He would have taken a loss. He actually has to, in a way, thank Bloody Brit, because he would have been counted out otherwise. Brit made him wrestle this match, and it worked out in the end for Josh Wolf. But Bloody Brit sending a clear message that he's not done with Josh Wolf. But for Wolf, he's got to focus and fully on that Elimination Chamber match this weekend at Purgatory. Wolf might actually be happy to get locked inside the chamber. Bloody Brit can't bother him in there. Tag team action in our next matchup, my friends, as the fallout from what we saw transpire a few weeks ago after Jay Young knocked off Joseph Santos one-on-one. Young, with the help of his protege Ben Stacy, attempted with steel chairs in hand to take out Santos, but Ace Reeves swooped in, rescuing the Rat in the Hat, keeping the British Sword at bay. But a couple of things to notice straight out the gate here, guys, that the British Sword not entering this matchup together. Jay Young coming down to the ring by himself, and we know there have been a lot of issues between Jay Young and his protege Ben Stacy for months at this point, and we've even seen it over the last couple of weeks. Jay Young was not in the corner of Ben Stacy for his Chamber qualifier, and Ben Stacy was not in the corner of Jay Young for his Chamber qualifier, but both men were able to qualify for the Elimination Chamber match at Purgatory. That means they're going to be opponents this weekend, but Jay Young has been telling Stacy and letting the CM Universe know there's a plan, telling Stacy follow the plan. And if I had to guess, that plan probably involves Jay Young winning the Elimination Chamber at Purgatory. Is Ben Stacy going to be up for that? Is he going to fall in line, be a good little soldier, and help Jay Young win? Or is he going to try to get the job done himself? That remains to be seen, but here tonight they're tag team partners. And hopefully they can get on the same page, because they're going up against a cohesive unit, no doubt about that, in Santos and Reeves. Well, of course, Joseph Santos also able to qualify for the Elimination Chamber at Purgatory. So hoping to scoop up some momentum for himself here. Santos has walked into the Devil's Domain many times throughout his CMV career. He has felt the bite of that steel, but he knows it'll be worth it if he can overcome Headline Ascendance 11. He will, fighting for that global championship he oh so desires to be around his waist once again. And of course, the current global champion Chris Diamond going to be kicking back and watching very closely not only these matches here tonight, but of course Purgatory, as he finds out who will be his challenger come the show of shows. Still to come here tonight, guys, we've got that #1 contenders match. Peligro and James Wolf taking on Desolation. We'll see who goes to Purgatory to challenge Resurgence for the Unified World Tag Team Championship. The new Rite of Passage champion Morgan also set for action a little bit later on. And of course, in our main event, Women's World Champion Ellie Quinn and Danielle Reed take on the team of Astrid Stern, the Rising Star champion, and Ashley Rain. Now there is the knight in shining armor, specifically Santos' knight in shining armor. If not for Ace Reeves making that save a few weeks ago, Santos might not be standing here tonight. The British Sword seemed intent on taking out the Rat in the Hat. Battle of the NGW alumni here. Tornado tag team matchup, of course. The British Sword fractured, but hopefully able to get their act together here tonight. As we see Young Straight after Santos. Takes him into the corner for a snake eyes. Already, man. We gotta get these guys some Vaseline. Some thin blood this evening. Santos off the first move, busted open. Young now going to creep up on Reeves from behind. Does not go his way, though. Ace Reeves tries to run the ropes. Stopped. Nice takedown. As Ben Stacy rolls to the outside, Santos tries to stay on him. But Stacy able to get out of the way. He got battling here in front of the announce table. Back in the ring, Ace Reeves launching Jay Young into the corner. Big kick to the chest. No, blocked by the Kraken. Coming up next, guys, fatal four-way matchup. Momentum going to be on the line as the women who prepare to enter the Elimination Chamber this weekend at Purgatory going to duke it out. Ben Stacy, reverse DDT down onto the floor. Far from a soft landing. Better be ready for more of that and then some, though, entering the chamber. In the ring, half Nelson suplex by Jay Young. Might be able to steal the win right here, just like that, almost. 2.999. Jay Young's not finished. Ace Reeves going to try to quickly get back to his feet. Stays on him. Does the TV Nightmare stomp to the shoulder. Now into the full mount as Ben Stacy keeps Santos busy at ringside. Jay Young tries for a knee. Ace Reeves able to get out of the way. Back to his feet with the quickness. Irish whip. Sending Young into the corner. Cautious approach by the gravity manipulator. Young able to get out of harm's way. Another half Nelson suplex again into the pin. 1, 2. Still unable, though, to keep Ace Reeves down. Joseph Santos sending his partner in trouble here. Counters, does Ace. Santos going to pull Ben Stacy back into a calf kick. Snap vertical suplex by Reeves to the young Ben Stacy. Let everyone know he's A-OK to the outside. Corkscrew laying out Jay Young. Santos with the plancha, this time successful. Two high flyers doing what they do best. Santos gets back into the ring. Still bleeding from that nasty cut. Ben Stacy makes him pay for playing around there. Suplex cutter. 1, 2. Santos keeps his head above the water, but barely, and Stacy keep it on him. Like a monkey on a cupcake here. Trying to worsen that cut. Punches right across the face. Santos fights back. And with the upper hand, takes a hold of Stacy's hand. And for a walk we go, off the top. Jay Young, and no rush to get back into the ring, it would seem. The TV Nightmare, remembering that there's a match going on. Back into the ring, better late than never, I guess. Dragon Screw, suicide dive from Jay Young. Takes out Joseph Santos. Knows he's got to get him back into the ring to win this match. Elbow to the top of Ben Stacy's head, courtesy of Ace Reeves, as Jay Young does his best to dissect Joseph Santos here. Kudo driver incoming, but at the same time, Jay Young with the bitter end into the pin, but Ace Reeves luckily seeing it out of the corner of his eye. And it looks like Jay Young also going to be getting himself a Kudo driver. Ben Stacy back to his feet. Breaking up the pin there. Runs right into a Florida flatliner. Able to avoid it, though. like his life depends on it. Santos. A guillotine. Deep guillotine choke here. Applied by Santos. Attempting to put Ben Stacy to sleep. Ace Reeves all the while. Big drop kick off the top rope. Kick to the side of Ben Stacy's head. Pulls him forward towards Spanish Fly. Santos from retro. Body splash. Now to the top rope. The frog splash. Followed up with a shooting star. What a combo. Surely that's it. 1, 2, 3. Big win for Joseph Santos and Ace Reeves here tonight. Ben Stacy a little too slow. Getting back into the ring to make the save there. What a combo to put Jay Young down. Hopefully we get a replay of that. The frog splash from Santos immediately followed up by that standing shooting star press by Ace Reeves. Great win for these two. And some always needed momentum for Joseph Santos going into the Elimination Chamber. But the question is, will Ben Stacy stick to the plan? Or will he come up maybe with his own plan? Momentum, 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 my friends, is what it's all about in this next matchup, this fatal four-way, featuring 4 of the women who are set to enter the Elimination Chamber match. This weekend at Purgatory, a shot at the Women's World Championship at Ascendance 11, awaiting the winner. Ashley Riot returning from her injuries at Showdown at the Senate, picking up a tag team win alongside Zada against the Arsenal of Justice, and then the very next night, guys, winning that last chance over the top rope battle royal to earn the 6th and final spot inside of the Women's Elimination Chamber match. The thing is, though, guys, Ashley Riot is going to be locked inside that chamber with Xiaorong, who has vowed to end Ashley Riot's career. Going to be no place to run, no place to hide. And obviously, Riot already with a few new scars, courtesy of Xiaorong, putting her through that spotlight last month. Isabella Almas, with better fortune than her significant other, Amare Rivers, defeating Lexi Moniz to qualify for the Elimination Chamber match. But momentum is what this Fatal 4-Way is all about here tonight. Momentum for the victor, as Ascendance 11 awaiting one of the 6 women. Will it be Ashley Riot? Will it be Isabella Almas, Beatrice Lotus, RVW, Astrid Stern, or Xiaorong? We find out at Purgatory. Of course, our main event still to come here tonight, guys. Going to see the Women's World Champion Ellie Quinn and Danielle Reed taking on the duo of Astrid Stern, the new Rising Star champion, and Ashley Rain. Well, Isabella Almas, guys, has entered the Elimination Chamber before, but it will be a whole new experience for who I would say is the dark horse of the Women's Elimination Chamber match. The returning of Beatrice Lotus defeating Chloe Marks last week to earn her spot inside the Elimination Chamber. Of course, 1/3 of Otranto, but currently the only active member of Otranto. We have not seen Yvonne Ivy or Violet Evans. But Beatrice Lotus last season, guys, really made headlines, made her mark in the women's division as a former women's tag team champion, and of course, especially at Mob Violence, setting a new record for most eliminations in the Women's Royal Rumble match. And now looking for another big-time victory. Looking for some more front-page news. If she can leave Purgatory and walk into Ascendance 11 with a guaranteed shot at the Women's World Championship. And last but not least in this Fatal 4-Way matchup, a woman who for a long time now has been aching to become Women's World Champion once more. Currently one half of the Women's Tag Team Champions. And her partner Maggie Shaw, of course, was defeated by Xiaorong. That's how Xiaorong got her spot inside the Elimination Chamber. RBW, knowing if she wants to go to Ascendance 11 to face Ellie Quinn for the Women's World Championship, gonna have to get past her former tag team partner, her best friend Xiaorong, as well as 4 other women. Fatal 4-Way matchup here. First superstar to get that pin, that submission in the ring, gets the win. Picks up the momentum. Goes into Purgatory. Put that momentum on their side. Of course, no countouts, no disqualifications here. We got to watch Ashley Riot very closely. Of course, she wears that bandage around her waist to cover the worst of the burns to her lower back. You can also see the burns on her shoulder. Didn't keep her down for long. I mean, she's a deathmatch princess. You look at the rest of her body, man. Scars from head to toe. Big old clothesline, and even all that not stopping her from winning that Battle Royal in Washington, D.C., earning that final spot inside the chamber. All for the right to go on to Ascendance 11. All for the opportunity to challenge Ellie Quinn for the Women's World Championship on the grandest stage of them all. Beatrice Lotus trying for a big springboard leg drop, goes nowhere fast. And a tweet here, guys, from Joy Justice. She says, RBW and Maggie Shaw, we aren't done with you, especially since you hold those belts. But don't worry, they aren't the only belts we are after. This hardcore champion, that belt will soon be coming home with us sometime. Well, it's no longer the Women's Hardcore Championship. Rechristened the Rising Star Championship, held, of course, by Astrid Stern, going to debut the new championship, as a matter of fact, in our main event. But the Arsenal of Justice, certainly with their sights set on all the women's division, it would appear. And we also have a tweet from Amelia Jones. She says, I want to find my place here at CMV. I have gotten my time to shine before. Ever since then, I feel like I have been forgotten. Amelia Jones, following a loss to Celestina Marquez last month, unable to capture the Women's Hardcore Championship, feeling a bit down. Beatrice Lotus literally feeling down right there. RBW might have had the match won, but almost coming in to make the save, of course. Won't be needed inside the Elimination Chamber at Purgatory. It's every woman for herself. Another kendo stick brought out by Beatrice Lotus. Back in the ring, RBW with a barrage of clotheslines. Knocking almost out of the corner. Riot talking some smack to the grounded Lotus. Talking a lot of shit, man. That's going to allow Lotus to get back to her feet, gouging the eye of Ashley Riot. That's what she gets for running her mouth in the middle of a match. RBW's got the kendo stick. Caught with a forearm right upside the head. Awesome flying in the corner. Big boot to the jaw, grabs that kendo stick with RBW. Knocking it up into the air. Double Irish whip. Both gals going for the kitchen sink, but only Ashley Riot was able to connect. Hook and ladder. And Ashley Riot with hands on Isabella almost drags her over to the ropes. Tearing at the knee. Ashley Riot, absolutely feral, taking a bite out of Almas's forehead, and a bite for Lotus as well. Trying to extract her pound of flesh in this matchup, literally. The Elimination Chamber certainly will get its piece of flesh. This weekend at Purgatory. One man, one woman, gonna punch their ticket, their golden ticket, to Ascendance 11. Receive the opportunity of a lifetime. Everyone scrambling here. Lotus with a package pile driver. RBW getting her clothesline messed up there. Lotus pay with a sleeper slam before RBW can even get back up to her feet, though. Stomps on her shoulder does Ashley Riot. What a clothesline! Just about sending Riot's head up into the cheap seats, but the Deathmatch Princess to her feet as Lotus comes in with the kendo stick. Trying to swing for the fences. Lotus, another package pile driver. No, RBW says one's enough for me. Thank you very much. Able to keep Ashley Riot back. Shiranui countered into a power slam. Almost has the other kendo stick in hand now. Right over the head of Beatrice Lotus. The youngest active competitor in CMV today. Could potentially become the new #1 contender for the Women's World Championship at Purgatory. Right now, though, focused on RVW. In the ring, almost. With a power bombing now from the corner. Tuning up the band. We all know what comes next, baby. A little bit of sweet chin music. Into the pin for the dub. 1, 2, 3, and Isabella Almas picking up the win and earning the momentum en route to the Elimination Chamber. Beatrice Lotus and RVW too busy yelling at each other and fighting at ringside, allowing Almas to pick up the dub here. Will Isabella Almas be the one leaving Purgatory with that guaranteed shot at the Women's World Championship? Well, it's our tertiary main event coming up next, guys. Of course, we've still got the new Rite of Passage champion Morgan in action. And our main event sees Women's World Champion Ellie Quinn and Danielle Reed making her in-ring debut to take on Rising Star Champion Astrid Stern and Ashley Rain. But first, we find out who's going to Purgatory to challenge Cameron Cray and Andrew Briggs for the Unified World Tag Team Championship. Either way, a big challenge it will be for Resurgence. Whether it is Kill Your Heroes or Desolation that win this matchup here tonight. The Anarchy Champion at Peligro and James Wolfe, the representatives of Kill Your Heroes here, winning that triple threat tornado tag team matchup, as did Desolation, to make it to this #1 contenders match. Like I was talking about earlier during Josh Wolf's match, Kill Your Heroes currently on the hunt to collect all the gold they can here in CMV. strengthen their position within the company, spread their message as far as they can. But speaking of tall tasks, quite literally, that's what awaits Peligro and James Wolf in this matchup. Oh yeah, baby. Bludgeon and Trauma, aka my good friends. I mean, did you all see the look on Post Malone's face earlier tonight when I showed up with these two behemoths? His jaw just about dropped to the floor. I'm pretty sure Bob Luger wet himself. Post Malone thinks he can come up in here, my show, make fun of me? I don't think so. Hopefully he gets the message loud and clear now. Stalking their way to the ring, intent on crushing Kill Your Heroes here tonight and becoming tag team champions once again at Purgatory. They are former Fusion tag team champions. And despite being away from CMV for over 5 years, nearly 6 years, coming back at the top of this new season and just as deadly as ever. You can be sure that Resurgence is watching, guys, as this matchup gets underway again. Tornado Tag Team rules. Who's going to be fighting for those unified World Tag Team titles this weekend at Purgatory? Big belly to belly, and immediately into the pin. Bludgeon looking to end it just that easily, and actually almost does. James will try for a DDT, no such luck. Trauma throwing him overhead like it ain't no thing. Peligro hoisted up into a vertical suplex, all desolation the opening minute of this matchup. Snap vertical suplex, but James will quickly caught by Trauma, able to battle him back, but then Bludgeon from behind. Peligro ducks that clothesline kick to the midsection, couple of cheeky jabs, and a nasty super kick. Knocking Trauma out of the ring. Peligro busted a move midair, but takes himself out and nobody else. Meanwhile, back in the ring, James Wolf dropping Bludgeon gut first on the top rope. Quick pin attempt, can maybe steal it here. No luck, though, for the younger Wolf brother. Tries to go low, Bludgeon waiting for him with a clothesline. This is our final roadblock, my friends. Purgatory, our last stop on the route to Ascendance 11. After this weekend, it's a clear shot to the show of shows. Trauma just manhandling Peligro with ease. Kind enough to pick him back up, though, before getting back into the ring. Super kick to the jaw and to the back of the head. Into the pin. James Wolf playing security. But Trauma able to kick out and Bludgeon with a spear. Cutting down James Wolf, and then a power slam for Peligro. 1, 2. Wow, Peligro with a lot of luck right there. Grabbed the rope, the ref didn't see it. Peligro able to kick out on his own. Might be for naught, though. Trauma nearly able to dispatch James Wolf. Desolation in clear control, but Kill Your Heroes trying as they might to stay in the fight and find a way to overcome the two towering behemoths. Peligro from the top. as James Wolf on the hunt. On the hunt. Bludgeon waiting to get back into the ring. Able to pass right by Peligro. Dropping the ball with the defense there. Oh, Wolf! Oh, he doesn't have it though. Doesn't have it properly applied. Botching the crossface there. Allows Bludgeon to escape. Tiger Fink kick around the post by the Anarchy champion. Peligro unsure if he wants to go and help out James Wolf here. Get back into the ring, try to win this match. Makes his choice. Everyone now ringside. Peligro using his animalistic instincts here. Biting at the throat of Trauma. Up to a count of 3. James Wolf gets back into the ring. Bludgeon attempting to take his head off with that clothesline. Caught with a hangman's neckbreaker. Only keeps him down for about a millisecond. Another one. Again, though, straight back up. Military press. Peligro landing with a thud on the floor there. Sidewalk slam. Before he can get back up, though, kicked in the chest by Peligro. Bludgeon, by the way, himself a former Anarchy champion, getting his neck cracked right there. Trying to dig under the mask at the eyes of Bludgeon. Go behind, caught with an elbow. Throwing out those super kicks. Unable to connect. Takes Bludgeon down, but Trauma getting in his way. James Wolf gonna try to follow up. Headshot. Shades of Harvey Hastings. 1, 2. Peligro with style. Taking down Trauma. Bludgeon rolling out onto the apron, trying to give himself a bit of breathing room here. James Wolf trying to stay on him, but Bludgeon basically dropped it to the lower back. Peligro getting caked up on it now. Bear hug squeezing the life out of him. But fights back. James Wolf though. Caught with that power slam. 1, 2. Choke slam all the way up. And back down again. See ya, bye. Peligro spinebuster by Bludgeon. 1, 2, 3. And Desolation going to purgatory. They gave it their best shot, but that was virtually a one-sided beatdown from bell to bell. Desolation doing what they do best. Take notes, Click. And now our Unified World Tag Team Championship matchup set in stone for Purgatory. Desolation, Resurgence for the gold. Good luck, Cray. Good luck, Briggs. You're gonna need it. Into our co-main event, lads and gents, here on Octane episode of 49, and the Earl puts his undefeated streak up against Morgan. In serious jeopardy, I would say, is the Earl's one-on-one undefeated streak. Something he is very proud of, has good reason to be, but something he plans on keeping intact, especially going into Purgatory this weekend, guys, where we know the Earl will be challenging John Lipnick for the Intercontinental Championship. Fresh off of a great match and big win against Joseph Santos at Showdown at the Senate, but it looks like the Earl's not coming out here alone, guys. Ace Reeves apparently not done here tonight, picking up that win earlier alongside Joseph Santos against the British Sword. Ace Reeves apparently with a vested interest in this match. Well, we know he owes Morgan, who of course kicked Ace Reeves below the belt where the sun don't shine a few weeks ago after Ace Reeves knocked him off one-on-one. It was at Homecoming that Morgan, under the Miami sun, able to climb that ladder and become the new Rite of Passage champion, which we know means he can cash that championship in wherever he wants for a shot at either the Global Championship or the Undisputed Championship. Morgan saying a couple of weeks ago, I'm going to take my time, I'm going to sit back, I'm going to watch, I'm going to study both Chris Diamond and Shay Hoxton. I'm going to take my notes and strike when the opportunity presents itself. A lot of people take a look at Morgan and they think he's a monster, and that's true. He is a monster in that ring. But there's more than meets the eye when it comes to Morgan. A man who ended Adam Valentine's career at Ascendance 10. Putting a target on the back of both Diamond and Hoxton. But he's got a target on the back himself. Ace Reeves taking aim. Well, Morgan had an undefeated streak himself for quite a long time here in CMV. And even still enters the ring this evening with only a handful of losses to his name. But it's the Earl's undefeated streak he's looking to end here tonight. And a good start for the new Rite of Passage champion with Ace Reeves keeping a watchful eye at ringside. Off the ropes. Vintage Morgan trying for that falling headbutt, but the Earl able to move out of the way swiftly. Still coming up next, guys, in our main event tag team action. We're going to see Women's World Champion Ellie Quinn and her manager, Danielle Reed, making her in-ring debut. They're going to take on the Rising Star Champion Astrid Stern and Ashley Reed. Of course, it has been made official that at Purgatory, Danielle Reed is actually, guys, going to be going one-on-one with Ashley Rain. Rain asking Madison Wright to make that matchup, and Madison Wright agreeing after, of course, Danielle Reed cost Rain the Women's World Championship back at Homecoming. Rain out for a bit of revenge, but Reed going to have the chance to warm up with the help of Ellie Quinn here tonight in our main event. Morgan with an Irish whip counters to the Ace! Ace at ringside grabbing the ankle, and that allows the Earl to take advantage. Northern Lariat. Apparently Ace Reeves is not out here just to watch. Like I said, he owes Morgan for that low blow a few weeks ago. And I guess Morgan just got his receipt. Lights back though. Clothesline from the Rite of Passage champion into a pin, but only able to get himself a 2 count. Basement dropkick keeps the Earl down. Morgan off the ropes with a falling headbutt. Not just one, 2 of them. John Lipnick sure to be watching as he waits for the Earl at Purgatory. The Intercontinental Championship on the line, but the Earl trying to remain undefeated here tonight. Kiss the fist. Say goodnight. 1, 2. Ref taking his time there, and it might have been to Morgan's benefit. Able to survive, perhaps not for much longer. Whatever the Earl was going for there, though. Morgan shuts it down. Scoop slam counter by the Earl. Drops down behind, punch the back of the head. Ooh, and an atomic drop knee up the bum. Taking the big man over to the ropes. Last place he wants to be here. Earl pulling at the arm, trying to rip it right off. Now into the corner, Earl lining up his shot. A clothesline, but not only one. 2-for-1 special going on. Grabs him by the nose and a slap across the face for good measure. Big slap. I don't know if this is smart to try and get Morgan angry, which is certainly what the Earl is doing here. Repeated slaps across the face, but there's Old World Blues out of nowhere. 1, 2. And the Earl frantic as Morgan able to kick out. And Zaguri Morgan able to find his footing and strikes without hesitation. Vexation. 1, 2. The undefeated streak of the Earl so nearly ended right there. But the Earl ain't out of the woods just yet. Deadlift. Dominator. And a barrage of hefty elbows across the chest. the would-be Intercontinental Champion, in serious trouble right now. Tossed out of the ring like garbage. Tries to stay on the Earl, but the Englishman put him in position for a face full of fist. Up to a count of 4. Morgan dropping the Earl right down onto his knee, utilizing his power. Morgan just staring at the downed Earl. Perhaps not the right move, giving Earl the chance to get back into the fight. Now he's got him by the arm, taking him for a ride. And Earl certainly not going to be playing around. Bare knee across the face of the Rite of Passage champion, busted open off that stomp too. Morgan trying to throw himself at the Earl here. Not going to do him any good. No, inverted atomic drop. And another knee. Morgan continuing to do all he can. Puts up the hand, calling for vexation. But Earl able to quickly send him off the ropes. Miscommunication on the rebound. Clothesline. And again, half kick, chopping down the Rite of Passage champion. Earl knows he has to act quickly. No pause. Kiss the fist. Good night. 1, 2, 3, and the Earl maintains his undefeated streak here tonight. Another feather in the cap of the Earl as he looks to head into purgatory this weekend, challenging John Lipnick for the Intercontinental Championship. Either the Earl tastes gold at purgatory, or the unbeaten streak is ended. Nearly ended here tonight, but, well, thanks to a little bit of help from Ace Reeves as well, the Earl victorious. Main event time it is, lads and gents, here on Octane, episode 49, Tornado Tag Team action coming our way as the Women's World Champion Ellie Quinn and her significant other slash representation, Danielle Reed, making her in-ring debut here. Going to be taking on Ashton Stern and Ashley Rain, but of course Danielle Reed going to have to go it all on her own this weekend at Purgatory, guys. Slated to take on Ashley Rain one-on-one. Rain asking for the matchup, Madison Wright making it official. Ellie Quinn can't be too happy about it, but going to do her best to look out for Danielle Reed here tonight. But at Purgatory, Ellie Quinn's going to have a lot else on her mind, like watching that Elimination Chamber match, finding out who she will be defending her championship against at Ascendance 11. And of course, one of the women competing inside the Elimination Chamber, none other than the new Rising Star champion, Ashton Stern, earning her way into the chamber, guys, by pinning clean Ellie Quinn last week. Of course, after Danielle Reed and Ashley Rain had gotten into it at ringside, both ejected, sent to the back. Stern picking up maybe her biggest win yet. And now she's got herself the opportunity of a lifetime, but certainly going to be out of her element entering the Elimination Chamber. But, well, out of her element she was back at Homecoming, challenging Zara Reed for the Women's Hardcore Championship, but got the job done there. And of course, afterwards, Ashton Stern saying, hey, I'm the furthest thing from hardcore, and Madison Wright agreeing, and so gifting Ashton Stern her very own championship, something that better suits her, the Rising Star Championship. Well, Ashley Rain making sure that what happened to her at Homecoming did not happen to Ashton Stern last week. Not allowing Danielle Reed to cause that interference, those shenanigans that cost Rain the Women's World Championship in Miami. Now Rain smiling from ear to ear because she knows that Purgatory she's going to have Danielle Reed in that ring all on her own. A chance to deliver some well-deserved payback. Tornado Tag Team matchup in our main event. Ellie Quinn, Danielle Reed, Ashton Stern, Ashley Rain. Ref rings that bell. And well, Danielle Reed with a hot start going right after Rain and showing no fear. Of course, being trained by Ellie Quinn. Can't ask for a much better mentor. Danielle Reed has had very much time, though, to prepare to take on a three-time Women's World Champion. She'll have the help of Ellie Quinn here tonight, but she won't at Purgatory. Danielle Reed back in the ring. Luthez pressing some right hands to the jaws. Ashton Stern able to lay out the Women's World Champion. Ellie Quinn and Ashton Stern currently all tied up. 1-1. Stern and find a way to win the Elimination Chamber match this weekend. Our rubber match will be a gigantic one at Ascendance 11 and with the Women's World Championship on the line. Tilt the World Single Knee backbreaker, taking out Ashley Rain. Back suplex face buster to follow it up. It's our last stop. Our final roadblock on the road to Ascendance 11, my friends. This weekend, Purgatory. Don't want to miss it. The Elimination Chamber makes its return to CMV. Two massive opportunities on the line for the men and the women. As the biggest show in CMV history begins to take shape. Back in the ring, Ellie Quinn with a guillotine choke. Locked in on the Rising Star champion. Fights free to Stern. Send Ellie Quinn off the ropes, tries to go low, Pele kick and a stunner. Danielle Reed. Fair is fair. She's holding her own so far in this tag team matchup. Up to a count of 6 though. Rain's gonna get back into the ring. Danielle Reed hot on her tail. Perhaps Rain underestimating Danielle Reed. We've seen how ruthless she can be out of the ring. So I guess it makes sense that in the ring, she would be just as ruthless. Astrid Stern back into the ring after catching her breath. Ellie Quinn tries to bash in the face of Ashley Rain. Slap to the back of Stern's head. And a jawbreaker. Quinn goes up to Brett's rope. Danielle Reed's going for the pin. Almost able to put down the Rising Star champion. Oh, and Ellie with a leg drop. Stomps the chest. Ashley Rain. And no rush. Get back into the ring. Quinn and Reed doing an excellent job, though, of isolating one person in the ring. Can't last forever, though. Astrid Stern. Knees to the middle of Quinn's back. Drops her with a reverse DDT. DDT by Reed. Ashley a little too busy mucking about. Able to get into the ring, though, and break that up. Or even the count of 1. Danielle Reed sit out. Face pusher at the same time. Gourdbuster GTS from Quinn lays out Rain. Michinoku driver. Things are not looking good right now for the team of Stern and Rain. Elevator. Middle of the ring. Into the pin. 1, 2. But Stern endures. Ellie Quinn far from happy about it. Looking for the elevator again, but Stern able to counter it this time. Another sit-out basebuster. Danielle Reed with the pin. Stern with the pin at the same time. Both able to kick out. Sit-out mat slam, sending Stern off to the side. Back to her feet in time to deliver that big boot. Danielle Reed with a hip toss. Going to ringside, checking on Ellie Quinn. Count of 2 as Ellie Quinn sends Rain face first into the apron and dropping her on her head. At ringside, you can see Rain grabbing at her head and neck. That was a rough landing right there for Ashley Rain. Count of 6 now. If you're Astrid Stern, guys, you want to do your best, well, as best you can to keep yourself fresh going into a matchup like the Elimination Chamber with such an opportunity at stake. But Stern's not the kind of individual to half-ass it. But walk away from any given matchup, we've learned that at a relatively short amount of time. Giving it her all, every matchup, every occasion. Rain with a slingshot spear. Forearm smash, tries to come up from behind. Danielle Reed waiting for it with an elbow. Kick to the midsection, hook to the jaw. Ashley Rain, sunny side down. Into the pin. 1, 2. Reed kicks out just as Ellie Quinn gets back into the ring. Sent into the corner, back elbow. Rain with a hangman's neckbreaker. Now both of them going after the Women's World Champion. Ganging up on Quinn. Rain with a pin attempt. Grabs that rope. Ref didn't see it, but Ellie Quinn by the skin of her teeth there. Springboard dropkick. Keeps Reed at bay, but whoa, Stern getting out of the butterfly suplex, landing on her own 2 feet. Brainbuster perhaps incoming. Ashley Rain wants none of it. Clothesline to the back of Quinn's head, standing moonsault. Goes nowhere for Ashton Stern. Rain with a suicide dive. I'll say it again, Danielle Reed proving to be no pushover here. Oh, sunny side down for the Women's World Champion. Into the pin. 1, 2, but Quinn kicks out. Stern with a straight jacket German. Bye-bye Danielle Reed. Over the top of Reed, able to sidestep her. Rain, sunny side down, numero dos. And if the first one didn't get the job done, the second one certainly will. But Danielle Reed making sure this match continues. Saving her star client, but gonna pay for it. Sliced oranges. Danielle Reed completely at the mercy here of Ashley Rain, but there won't be no mercy found. Elevator! Elevator! Breaks it up before the ref's even in position to count the pin. Tiger driver! And Quinn knows she can't afford to waste any time whatsoever. Elevator to Rain! Hooks the leg. Uno, dos, tres! Ellie Quinn and Danielle Reed make off like bandits here tonight. But the thing is, guys, Danielle Reed not going to have Ellie Quinn watching her back. This weekend at Purgatory, she'll be alone in that ring with Ashley Rain. Nowhere to go. So Ellie Quinn keeping her momentum up high as she waits to see who survives the Elimination Chamber at Purgatory, who will punch their ticket to a World Championship match with her at the Show of Shows at Ascendance 11. We'll find out, my friends, this weekend at Purgatory.